Hello everyone, so this is part B. We might even need to go to a part C for this video. But anyway, we left off Daniel chapter 3 verses 21. So let's pick up. And if you haven't watched the first part yet, please go back and watch the first part. Okay, gonna stop wasting time now. Then these men were bound in their coats, their hosen, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent, and the furnace exceeding hot, the flames of the fire slew these men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then King Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished, and rose in haste, and spake, and said unto his counselors, Did not we cast these three men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, True, O king. He answered and said, Lo, I see four men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt. And the form of the fourth is like the Son of God. Then Nebuchadnezzar came near to the mouth of the burning fiery furnace, and spake, and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ye servants of the Most High God, come forth and come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth of the midst of the fire. So if you see, God actually saved Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego from the pain of the fire in that instance. He even appeared in their midst. It says one unto like the Son of God. And we know that was the pre-incarnate Jesus, because Jesus is God the Son. Anyway, let's take a look at now Job, and Job chapter 1. And verse 8. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doth Job fear God for naught? Has not thou made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the works of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went from the presence of the Lord. So if you see, Job was not actually saved from the suffering. He actually, Satan literally in this book took away everything from him. So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were, but Job was not. In the next part C, we'll talk about why.